Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to today's video. So there is breaking news out of Canada. So I just had to bring it to you guys so you can. So this is for everyone that has plans to move to Canada. Let's get started. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Where's everyone? You're welcome. Please drop a comment. Let me know you're there. Please drop a comment. Let me know you're there. Hi, Lucky. Good morning, Lucky. Hello, Roslyn. Hi, good to see you. You're welcome. Adobe, you're welcome. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome. So Canada has dropped an update, so we need to talk about it in today's video. Please share the link with your family and friends. Let them get to join us. This is going to be a quick one. Very, very quick one. I just want to share, the immigration updates from Canada, and then I'm going to tell you, share other opportunities like what you can do in the light of this new development from Canada, okay? So we are not like those that are without hope. Whatever comes up, there is always an alternative, and we're going to talk about that, in today's video. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you. Please share the link. Let me also share it as well. I've not done that. Please share the link with your family and friends. Let them get to join us. Because I always say on that all these immigration rules, visas, pathways, and all of that, they change a lot. Nothing is forever, especially when it has to do with immigration. Things change all the time. So whatever it is you're working on, try and be fast about it. Okay. This is a new year. A lot is going to change. This is only the beginning. All right. Okay. So let's see. I need to drop this. Thank you. That stuff. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So hi, it feels like forever. We've not been here for some days now. Thank you. How have you guys been? How can you help me with my visa plans? Send me an email. Whatever help you want from me, just send me an email about it, okay? Let me drop my email address on the screen for you guys. So I know I have like hundreds of emails I've not attended to yet. I'm gonna do all of that. Right? I've been on vacation and I just needed to take some time off off my screen. All right, so that's my email address on the screen. So whatever it is you need from me, just send me an email, okay? And if you need one-on-one consultation, you want to talk to me over a call, you want me to assist you with your CV review, cover letter writing, visa application, whatever it is, okay? Just send me an email about that. Or you check the description of this video, check down. You're gonna see links to just get that done right away. Okay. Chilinda, you're gonna get a reply, okay? I reply everybody's email at some point, so you're gonna get it. So if it's urgent, just use the links in the description box, okay? But you definitely get a reply to your email, but it may take time because I get a lot of emails, and sometimes some require a lot of time to actually respond. So if you want to talk to me like fast and just let's talk over a call. That is much faster than typing pages and pages of emails. If you would agree with me. All right. Okay, so yeah, I know I'm going to get a lot of comments. You've sent me emails. That's good. I've just explained you're going to get a response, okay? At some point, you're going to get a response. All right, so let's talk about Canada. But before then, if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Jackie. You're welcome to the channel. So here I share information to help you to move abroad for studies, for work, whatever it is. My channel has so much information, and there is always something for everybody on my channel. Okay, so regardless of your education level, your professional history, your age, your civil status, your budget, there is always something for you. So you can check my email and check the channel. I have like over 400 videos you can leverage, to help with your relocation plans, or you can also talk to me one-on-one if you want. Okay, so do subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell, so every time I come here live, you're notified, you get to join us, or I post a video, you're notified, you get to watch it, So welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, please drop a comment. I always love to welcome my first time viewers, especially. So do drop a comment if this is your first time. Hello, Sibu Kumala. I'm sorry, I can't really see it. Hi, Sibu, you're welcome. The incorruptible seed. It's your first time, you're welcome to the channel. I do appreciate you joining us today. And to every other person, just let me know in the comments if this is your first time, so I can welcome you especially. And of course, to my returning viewers, returning subscribers, love you all. You know how we do. Love you all. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. Okay. Good to see you too, blessed lady. Good to see you. I've missed you. I've missed you guys. Ebo Sunday, I've missed you. Everybody, Ibukun, Lucky, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay, so today, is it today? Can I still say it's today? Well, it depends on where, what your time zone is. But Canada just announced, Canada immigration, many of us woke up to the news, about this. They announced like some major things, that they're changing. There's something that happened, I think about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. They had already started, to make changes. They had started, announcing things already. And the first one they announced was that they were increasing the proof of funds for students, from 10,000 US dollars to 20,000 US dollars, as in the money that students need to prove for their upkeep in Canada. It was increased from 10,000 to 20,000 US dollars, Canadian dollars, I beg your pardon. So before now, when you want to go to Canada to study, you would need to show that you have at least $10,000 in your account, but that has changed. It's now $20,000. Okay, and not only that, you need to pay your first year tuition in full before you can apply for your visa. So that was already announced, So now they've like taken it up a notch. They've announced more things that is really going to affect those that are planning to move to Canada this year. All right. So are you guys ready for it? Thank you. Are you guys ready for it? So a lot of changes. Everyone is, making changes. It's a normal, like change is the only constant thing, right? So the UK, we already know what has happened in the UK, and as a result of that, admissions to the UK, they're already complaining that many people did not apply to schools in the UK like this time, admission season. They've lost hundreds of thousands of applications. People were now looking to other countries because the UK had stopped dependence, stopped this, stopped that. There was so much going on. So now Canada has joined that list of, having changes that foreign migrants, migrants are not going to like, Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, let me just let's just take the points one after the other, these new changes, and then we can talk about it. And then obviously I'm also going to let you know what you can do, in light of this new development. Okay, so the first one, they said starting September 1, all right, starting September 1, 2024, international students who begin a study program that is part of a curriculum licensing agreement will no longer be eligible for a postgraduate work permit upon graduation. All right. Did you get that? Like, no longer eligible. This is not like a 50-50 chance or anything. You're no longer eligible for a postgraduate work permit anymore. All right. So that is just a very big one. And you would agree with me that a great number, like I don't think I would be exaggerating if I say 95% of people that go to study abroad, not just Canada, anywhere, are also looking to gain work experience after their studies. All right. I mean, that is always in the plan for most people that go to school abroad. You seldomly see people that go to study and their plan is just to, once they drop their pen, they go back to their countries. Yes, those people exist, they are there, but I'm just saying that majority of people always want to at least work, even if it's not like stay there permanently. Obviously, not everyone has that plan, but they at least want to work, for a bit. But now Canada is saying that if your study program is part of a curriculum licensing agreement, no longer will you be eligible for a work permit, a post graduation work permit upon graduation anymore. And then under curriculum licensing agreements, students physically attend a private college that has been licensed to deliver the curriculum of an associated public college. These programs have seen significant growth in attracting international students in recent years, though they have less oversight than public colleges, and they act as a loophole with regards to with regards to post-graduation work permit eligibility. So I just read that from the Canada immigration website. Let me share my screen with you guys so you can see that. Okay, let me just share my screen so you can just see it for yourself. Yeah, so if you can see it here, starting September 1, this is what I just read, right? So that's basically it. So no more postgraduate work permit for those courses anymore. And then that is not all. There are two other major things that I want to share with you. Two major things. I mean, this is something that is going to affect a whole lot of people because, I mean, I talk to you guys, I know what your needs are, I see your comments, so it's just going to be a very tough one. It's going to be a very, very tough one. So they've also said, let's talk about the second thing that has been said here. Let me see. Can I make this bigger for you? Yeah. Okay. So let's read the second one together. Yeah. Graduates of master's and other short graduate level programs will soon be eligible to apply for a 3-year work permit. Under current criteria, the length of a post-graduation work permit is based solely on the length of an individual study program, hindering master's graduates by limiting the amount of time they have to gain work experience and potentially transition to permanent residence. Okay, so that is another change that has been made. Then number 3, in the weeks ahead, remember the first one was like starting September 1, but this one is something that is going to happen like now. In the weeks ahead, open work permits will only be available to spouses of international students in master's and doctoral programs. The spouses of international students in other levels of study, including undergraduate and college programs, will no longer be eligible. Okay, so it's only going to be eligible to those that are doing master's and doctoral programs. I know a lot of people, before now thought that if you're doing an undergraduate course, that your spouse, can't get an open work permit. And I tell people that requirement was basically country specific, right? It was not for everyone. It's just whatever, some embassies in some countries just, have their own arrangements or whatever. So these are like major changes that are coming up, right? And another thing that has been done, this is even like the major one. They've now said that they are going to cap, the number of study visas that they're going to be giving out, right? They have significantly reduced the number of study visas that they're going to be giving. So now, I think it's reduced to 350,000, right? So that is a very big cut. It's more than 35% cut from what they used to give before. So if you felt like you were, getting rejections before, rejections are now going to be through the roof at this time. Okay. And it's not going to matter if you've paid your 1 year tuition fees, you have your $20,000, you can still get a rejection for your study visas because they only have a quota of visas that they want to give. And this quota is also going to be divided by the schools, right? The schools that can admit international students as well. So they can give, so every school now is limited on the number of study visas that they can give. So it's going to make it like more tasking, to get a study visa to Canada. That's what this means. And then, the issue of dependence and things like that. And one thing I know about such immigration, announcements is that it does not even like take up until, like, they don't even wait till like this September 1, they've said for for the postgraduate work permit thing. Most times, even before then, it's already in effect. They don't even wait till then. I remember when the UK announced new visa fees across board, and they gave a date when it was going to happen. But once they announced it, embassies were already starting to charge that new rate. All right. So these announcements that have been made, just take it that it is starting now. And what you can do is to have like plan B. Okay. I always say, all the time that you should have a plan B, basically. Excuse me. Canada is like already tough as it is because of the number of people that want to move to Canada. So it's already tough to move to Canada. And now they're even trying to make it, reduce the number of visas that they're giving out. They're reducing it to approximately 360,000 study permits, so they need only approximately 360,000 students, to come in for the year 2024. And you may feel that is a lot, but before now, that 360,000 was from like one country, you know. So this is going to make it tougher to get a study permit to Canada. So what you can do is that you can explore, yeah, study is like the easiest route to Canada, no doubt. Like, yeah, but you can explore other pathways into Canada. And one of them I'm going to recommend is this tourist visa. Canada has said that tourists can get a job in Canada and apply for a work permit while still in the country without needing to leave. My voice is healing. So Canada has said it, they've said it is legal. It is right there that you can come to Canada as a tourist, get a job, and then apply for a work permit. So that is one thing that you can try, okay? If you don't have $20,000 for study, and then you also need to pay 1 year of your tuition fees upfront before you even apply for your visa. If Canada seems tough, study route, which used to be like the easiest, try the tourist visa. People complain about the tourist visa because of the uncertainty. Will they be able to find a job and this and that? Yes, that is a big, that concern is valid. It's not everybody, obviously, that will be able to get a job like fast. Once they land Canada, they get a job. It's not everybody. Not everyone is on the same is in the same occupation, first of all, because there are shortage occupations, there are occupations in demand, there are high skilled occupations, things like that, and not everyone is on the same level. So one person may find it hard to to use this route to Canada because they may not be so valuable in the labor market, while another person is so highly skilled that once they land Canada, getting a job will not be a problem. So I know that concern is there. So I mean, you need to like know where you stand in the labor market before you take that leap. But there's also something you can do as well. When you get to Canada, you may not like really have to get a job in your occupation, like for a start. You may try to find other occupations that you can just get into real quick. So doing your own research is very important. Try to find out those in-demand skills in Canada and try to gather those skills even before you travel to Canada. Okay, So like caregiving, for example, that's something that almost everybody knows about, because it was kind of trending in the past 2 3 years. So you can also get into caregiving, get certifications, get experience, do whatever, so that once you land Canada, you can take up those jobs. There are care jobs that have LMI in Canada, as a matter of fact, and these care jobs have low requirements. There are some of them that would even say they don't need experience because they're going to train, obviously, and they still have LMIA, and that is because there is shortage, in that. And then you can also try IT skills as well. IT skills are in high demand. And when I say IT skills, people usually feel I'm talking about cyber security engineer or something. It doesn't have to be that. There are even content creation, digital marketing, softer ones like that, graphics design. Those are things that anyone can start, you know, web development, things you can also get into all of. I personally know people that had it in mind, they plan to relocate and they started learning graphics design, business analytics. What are all those things? All those kind of things that are in demand. You can get into those things easily, learn them, so that when you get to Canada, like if you want to use a study route, you can easily get a job on that route. And then something else you can do is to look at other countries. There are so many other countries, that you can move to apart from Canada. Okay, so you can also look at other countries as well. There are many countries in Europe that you can move to that are equally good and easy to settle. Same, amount of time is going to take you to get citizenship in Canada, for example. That is to those that think long-term settlement. Is the same amount of time it's going to take you to get citizenship in these EU countries as well. So it's almost the same thing. And then entry into these EU, European countries are easier and cheaper. You can study for 100 euros, you can study for 700 euros. There are countries where you don't need to pay your fees upfront. When you land, that is when you begin to pay your fees, and you can still pay your fees installmentally. So while working on your part-time job, you can be paying your fees from that as well. There are easier countries to go to where you're not like under pressure, on the edge, and all of that. So you can also try other countries like that. I see a question here. Which other countries would you recommend for postgraduate study? So many. Let me mention the ones in Europe that are not so expensive. Let me start from that because most people don't have the money. We are being honest. Not everybody is fortunate, to have $20,000, to go study. So let me mention the cheap ones. Let me start from the cheap ones and go up. Okay. So you may want to try Iceland. Okay. Iceland is actually free. All you need to pay is administrative dues or whatever, and that is like $500. I think I've done a video about that, and admission is on right now. I think you have like 8 more days to apply if you want to go this 2024. You have 8 more days to apply to Iceland. I do believe admission closes February 1. Tuition fee, no tuition fees at all. Like it's free to study. All you're going to be paying is admin, what they call it, admin charges, or let's call it dues or whatever. It's like $500. Okay, you study while you work while you're studying, and you can also move with your dependents. There is no question of dependents allowed or not. You move with your dependents immediately. So for Iceland, what you need is a big proof of funds. Yeah, I think it's about 10,000 euros for proof of funds. But the good thing is that they don't need an account history. They don't need to see how you've been saving that money for the past 1 year, like Canada always wants. They just need to see your bank balance. Okay, so it's easier to achieve that. Then you move to Iceland, go study. Another country you can try is Italy. Italy is very cheap. Like they do believe that everyone should have an opportunity to study in Italy. So once you have admission, forget about your fees. If you can't afford what the fees is, they would always, reduce it for you. If you can prove that you can't afford it, they are going to reduce your fees to what you can afford. There are people paying 70 euros to study in Italy, people paying 100 euros. There's a lot of scholarships on the federal level, state level, university level, so many scholarships in Italy. So Italy is like the easiest place to study. And then the cost of living as well is not much. And then you work while you study, and then you can also move with your dependents. So Italy is another country that I will recommend. So all these countries I'm talking about, you're going to study in English, okay? it's your choice. You can either study in the local language for those that want to learn a new language, or you study in English. There are English taught courses in all of these countries that I am talking about. Okay. Yeah. So, and other countries I would love to mention are Austria, France, Czech Republic. Yeah. Okay. Let's work with those ones. Let's work with those ones. Those schools, those countries are very good, to go for studies. All right. So let's take another question. I'm going to take all your questions. So just keep them coming. If you're here, please drop a like on the video. Please give the video a like. That is a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's give the video a thumbs up. Just hit the like button that is under the video. Okay. Let's hit that. Let's hit that. And also subscribe to the channel as well. If you're not subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel, please. And turn on your notification bell. Once you subscribe, just turn on the bell at once so that anytime that we are here, you'll be notified and you get to join us. Okay. So let's do that real quick. All right. So let's see which other question. Let me start from top. Let me to the top so I don't miss out on any question. When is it going to take effect? I've mentioned that already. Let's see. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. There's so much hello, 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 hello everyone. Love you all. I can't find questions about this. Please, I need help for my visa. Send me an email. Whatever help you need, just send me an email. First timers, you're all welcome. All right. You're all welcome. Shoye, you're welcome. Ogochukwu, you're welcome. First timer. Rosaline Olabisi, you're welcome as well. Mutibo, you're welcome. Do you cater to only people in my to only anyone in any country? Okay, so everybody, okay, everyone globally, wherever you're from, okay, I cater to everybody in any country you are, okay. You can reach out to me. Greetings from Liverpool. Okay, first time. Okay, you're welcome. Adobe. No, not Adobe. That's Chandra has said it's your first time. You're watching from Liverpool. Thanks for joining. Adobe wants a healthcare job in Canada. I have videos on that already. What you can do is check out the Canada playlist on my channel and check out the videos I've done on that. I've done several videos on how to get healthcare jobs in Canada. I've done all of that. So you can just check the videos I've done, okay? And I can still do more, obviously. So subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So when I talk about that again, you would be notified and you get to watch it, all right? The Pilgrims Assembly Church International also needs healthcare job as well, either Ireland or Canada. Yeah, so what you need to do is search for jobs online, see what the requirements are. Every job will always say the certifications they are looking for. So you get those certifications, get the experience, whatever they're asking for, and then apply for those jobs. That's basically how it works. Search for jobs, apply for the jobs, you get a job offer, you apply for your visa, you travel down, you start working, you move your dependents. That's how it works. All right. Topper is asking, can you talk about the home childcare provider and home support worker pilot programs in Canada? I've done a video on it, if not two videos. I've talked about it a lot. It's there on my channel already, Topper. I wish I could find the link right now to give to you, but just check out the Canada playlist. I have a full playlist for everything Canada. Okay, it's all there. So anything I've talked about on my video, just go to the video and check it out because videos are usually detailed. So just watch the video to get all the info. Okay. Akosua, good morning. Okay, Adobe, other countries I could recommend to you as a healthcare. There are so many countries you can move to. Okay, but for healthcare, one thing is that you need to speak the language. If you're working in healthcare, it's not like IT that no one cares what language you speak. You don't even need to talk, as long as you deliver. But healthcare, you need to speak the language because you're interacting directly with your clients, or what do they call them? Service users, right? You know how it is. You're talking directly to people, and these people are locals, so you need to be able to communicate with them because it's very sensitive. So you don't gonna give them the wrong medicine and something happens, so you need to speak the language. So there are many countries I love to recommend if you're open to learning these languages on a very basic level. They don't expect you to be a pro, just basic communication. Okay, and you're good to go. And the countries I could recommend are Finland, Lithuania, Portugal. These countries have caregiving jobs, and if you want to go for the big ones that are competitive, you would go for Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and those are English speaking countries, but they're highly, highly competitive. And even the certifications you need are kind of high as well. But easier countries for healthcare are not English speaking. You can even try Qatar. Qatar is even one of them. Saudi, countries like that. So if you're open, I mean, it's up to you what you're willing to do. All right. Akosua from Ghana, professional teacher, counseling psychologist specializing in community mental health, seeking to relocate abroad. Yeah, jobs. I guess you're looking to move for work. So what you need to do is to check these jobs in the country you want to move to, right? And then see what requirements are. The easiest way is to check for job ads and see the requirements that they have listed there. Then meet those requirements, apply for your jobs. That's the easiest way to do it. All right. And also searching for these jobs will also make you know the prospects of your career path in that country. If you stand a chance of getting a visa sponsorship job or not. When you search for jobs, you will know all those things. So just search for jobs in the country of your choice, okay, and see how that goes. If you check the country of your choice or choices, so and then you don't see prospects in your occupation, you can look at other countries, okay? Because most people just check Canada, UK, US. You can also check other countries as well. It doesn't mean like you have to move to those your plan B, C, D permanently. You can just go there first, gain that international experience, and then move to Canada eventually or something. That's something you can do. All right. Okay. Obiageli, yes, tuition fee is free in Iceland, but requires high CGPA. I have done my research. Yes, they do require high CGPA. I mean, would they give out free education to someone that's not serious with their education? Think about it. So it's always like it's competitive, and if two people apply for admission, let's say you have a school, you're giving a scholarship, two people apply for that your scholarship, your own scholarship, Obiageli, you're the one giving out the money, okay, for these studies. Because when you hear free education, someone is paying for it. It didn't fall from heaven. So you are giving out scholarship, and two students apply for that your scholarship. One had a first class, one had a third class. Who are you going to give it to? And apart from CGPA as well, the application, obviously the person that had a first class will definitely have a better put together a better application than someone that had a third class, if we are being honest. So that's basically how it is. Because it's free, you have to merit it. Okay. It's only when you're paying for it that whatever, it's your school fees you're paying, so you can get the admission. But once it's funded by someone else, you have to get it on merit. So that's basically how it works. So if your CGPA does not really favor you for Iceland, you may want to check another country where you can actually pay your fees and just go. Once you're paying, no one cares. But if it's funded by someone else, they do care. All right. Um, the master's, please, ma'am, does it mean after first degree, no more postgraduate work permits for international students? Oh, that's not what it means. Please, you can rewind and just watch from the beginning. I also showed it on my screen. I showed, the update on the screen. So you can just check it, rewind, pause, read, whatever. So you get it. That's not basically what it means. All right. First timer, okay, I acknowledged the Pilgrims Assembly. Okay, Bridget. Hello, Bridget. Thank you for having the intention to relocate, and you're asking the things you need to do to prepare. Okay, first things first. Research the kind of pathway that will work for you. Is it study? Is it work? Is it whatever, whatever, depending on who you are. Are you a freelancer? Is it a freelance visa you're looking for? Is it a business owner visa, an investor visa? You know, you need to find out what you qualify for, first of all, or you're close to qualifying for, and then you work your way towards qualifying. Relocation, you can actually plan your relocation. You can take 6 months to plan it, 1 year, 2 years, whatever. People plan their relocation. So you don't have to like leave in February if there is nothing like readily available for you. You can work towards it. So just find out what are your options and then work towards those your options. Start saving, know what your budget is, check out what is flight ticket, what is visa fees, what is everything you need for your application. Find out how much it is, put together your budget, save towards it if you don't already have your savings, things like that. You know, that's basically what you do. Just plan everything step by step until you're out. So first off, just look for the countries you're interested in and then check for the visas that are in that country. Every country has different kinds of visas. They have visas for ministers of the gospel, they have ministers for charity, you know, people that work in charity, so many visas. So just choose your country, look at the visas. Every country has an immigration website that has information about all the visas. So just go to that immigration website of the countries of your choice and then see the visas, see the one you have qualified for, you can easily qualify for, and then prepare towards it. That's basically how you can get it done. Hello, Rennie. You're welcome. Okay, so Augustina, you said, Jackie, but Canada is stopping the tourist visa LMIA jobs by 28th February 2024. If they don't extend it, it's going to be a big blow. It is not 2024, it is 2025. Okay, not 2024. When it was first announced in 2022, it was for 2 years. No, 2021, it was for 2 years, which was to end 2023. And then they extended it for another 2 years. So right now it ends February 2025. Okay, so you have 1 year to apply for that. And you know, Canada visa can take a while depending on which country you're applying from. So it may be something you want to apply immediately, and don't wait for January 2025 to apply. You have to do it like this year, immediately, as soon as possible. Okay. Hello, Kassin Mary. Hello, Abba from Zimbabwe, Uganda, Ghana. You guys are all welcome. Will they include graduate certificates in masters? I don't know. I doubt it. Why would they want to do that? I don't know. I'm not them. I don't know what they're planning. So let's see how that works. But just go for a master's program at once. All right. Just go for masters. Since that is they are 1 year masters, right? So you can do a 1 year masters or whatever, you know, to get that moving. Okay. Abba, Lithuania, can I go with visitor's visa and then look for work? That is one thing I talk about. I don't know. I think I've probably, apart from like maybe Canada, the next country I've talked about the most on my channel is Lithuania. And that is because it's so easy to move to Lithuania. Number one, Lithuania is in the Schengen zone. And in 2023, there were the country that had, was it 2023 or 2023? Yeah, the announcement of 2023, they had the highest visa approvals in the whole of Schengen. They were number one. I think their visa approvals was like 98 point something percent. Okay, so they issue visas a whole lot. And the government has also said that a visitor can also get a job and apply for a work permit while still in the country. Not every Schengen country does that, but Lithuania does that. So it's something you can try. And just like I said earlier with the whole Canada situation, getting a job is not going to be on the same level for everybody. Some will find it easy, some will not find it easy, some may never get, things like that. So you may also need to know how you're going to fare in the Lithuanian job market before you embark on this route. I always advise people, do your research. Don't just like jump on any visa you hear and be going. Do your own research as well so that you can know if this will work for you or not. Because the truth is, it may not work for everyone. You may go and not get a job in the stipulated time because you need to get this job, apply for this work permit before your tourist visa expires. Okay, so you're going to be under pressure to actually get the job and apply for a work permit. So unless if you want to stay legal in the country, you need to apply for your work permit before your tourist visa expires. So consider that before you go on this route. I would say please do your research. Okay, can they waive IELTS for me to study in Iceland? Am I the one? You have that conversation with your university. Just send them an email, okay? And hear what they say. They always respond. Send them an email. Please do that. They'll tell you what they can do for you or not. One thing I love these countries is that they're so flexible. They're not nothing is set in stone, like whatever, they try to attend to people one on one. So just tell them your story and see what they can do for you. Okay. You mentioned in your vlogs on jobs in EU countries, for example, in Lithuania, what is the language proficiency requirement when they apply for jobs online? Do they provide training after arrival? I would think you're asking about care jobs. I think you asked about care jobs earlier. Are you talking about care? If you're talking about care, yes, they do. I explained that for care, anything caregiving, anything healthcare that you're going to be relating with clients or service users directly, you need to know how to speak the language. Okay, language requirements is there, like the local language, and the language in Lithuania is Lithuanian. Okay, so you may need to like start learning the language ahead of time and also be ready to learn it fast once you arrive, because I mean no one expects that you're going to be speaking it fluently, as a foreigner. But when you are in the country, you should be ready to actually learn if you want to excel in the job market. And then it's not all jobs. I don't know what you're asking for, if it's healthcare. So let me just talk generally, okay? If you're in IT, if you're in IT, no one cares if you can speak the language or not. There are English speaking jobs in Lithuania. And I've done videos about these English speaking jobs. You can check out what's that website for jobs in Lithuania? Let me see. Let me just tell you. Workinlithuania.com. Yeah, workinlithuania.com. You can go there. You're going to see English speaking jobs on that website. So right now there are only 67. People have taken up all the jobs. Every time I come on this site, I always see 200 and something. This is the 69 jobs only. Can you imagine? So you can check for English speaking jobs. There are English speaking jobs in Lithuania that are open to foreign workers. And there's another thing about Lithuania. Their own labor shortage occupations are very different from the shortage occupations you would see in other countries. All right. So you're going to see positions like welding, all those construction laborers. Is that what they call those occupations? There are so many of them. Let me share my screen with you guys so you can see what I am seeing. You can actually get a job from outside. You can apply for jobs in Lithuania, as a matter of fact. So this is Work in Lithuania. I love to share this website because this is like the government website. It has so much information, visas, how to relocate, things like that. So you can check out this website. Okay, I had clicked for software development because you can actually filter your jobs, your search rather. So right now I am on software engineering and there are 4 jobs here for NASDAQ software developer. Salary is 3,000, 2,800 euros to 4,500, you know. So there are so many jobs here. You can just check and apply. They'll update it like every day, right? Jobs come in, jobs go out and all. So you can just come here and check. I think there should be a place to check for English speaking directly. Is there? Yeah, so you just click on English and get the English speaking job. So those jobs are available. So it's not everybody that needs to move down to Lithuania on a tourist visa. You can actually get a job. Oh, was this blocking the screen the whole time? This comment, so sorry. So you can just get a job ahead before you go. And even if you want to go as a tourist, you can still apply for jobs ahead. so that once you land, maybe you already have an interview or interviews lined up, that sort of thing. All right. Do they provide training after arrival? It all depends on the job you're applying for, the company, and all of that. It's not like fixed that everybody that gets a job in Lithuania gets trained before. It's not like that in any country, as a matter of fact. It all depends on the job offer that you have. All right. Hello, Liliana. Hello, Toasters. You're all welcome. Um, let's see. More questions. Abdullahi, please, are you saying for those going for masters? I think you dropped this comment after I had finished talking about the whole. This came in at 5:40. How many minutes ago? 5 minutes ago. I had finished talking about the whole. So please check back. What from the beginning where I spoke about all the updates. I shared my screen so you can see that. Um, Terence, you also have the same question as well. So you may just want to watch from the beginning to get all of that. I had talked about it like since. I've just been answering people's questions. We had talked about that already. How about working visa in Canada? How fast? Yeah, work visas are kind of fast. The thing is, there's no specific duration. It all depends on the volume of applications that they have at the time, and it varies. Like country per country, it varies, and even within the same country, your brother and sister can apply for visa the same day. Brother will get it in 2 months, sister will get it in 1 year. So it's all different. It all depends on who is attending to your visa. That's just it. So it's not fixed. I can't really give you a time frame. When you're applying for the visa, they'll probably give you like a duration to work with. All right. So yeah, so that's it. That's basically it. I think I've answered all the questions here. Um, so let's talk again in another video, okay? We're gonna do this again, probably tomorrow or later today. I don't know. It all depends. Thanks for watching. Feel free to drop your questions, later. If you're watching this video later, you can still drop your questions as well. And if you're just joining us, please just watch from the beginning, okay? We are already at the end. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so every time I'm here, you don't miss anything. You're notified and you get to join us, okay? Thanks for watching. Love you all. Wish you all the best. See you